Here are 3 ways that dormant childhood trauma wakes up when you're an adult. And the last one is probably the most confusing to understand. The first thing to remember is that there is no timeline in trauma, or at least trauma doesn't care about a timeline. It doesn't care how long the events have been over. It cares about reaching wholeness and healing. So in other words, the trauma in your body is always looking for opportunities to be able to work through the trauma in order to heal. So the first way this can happen is if, let's say you left a very toxic environment from childhood and you created a great life, but something happened financially, emotionally, someone in your family got sick, whatever the circumstance, you had to move back home and you had to go back to the environment where all the trauma took place. You might notice that all of the growth that you did for all the years that you were gone from that environment seems to disappear instantaneously. You start feeling small again. You start feeling unsafe. You're bracing. You're walking on eggshells. Now, this isn't regression. This is trauma reactivation. Again, there's no timeline in trauma. So the body's like, oh, you're back here. We're back here. Let's pick up exactly where we left off. The second way dormant trauma can get woken up is with another toxic relationship. And you have to understand that our nervous system is magnetized to what's familiar, even if it's harmful. And so maybe you left toxic caregivers, but you meet a significant other that has the same emotional profile as your caregivers, and you get sucked into a relationship and you're right back where you were with your parents, showing up in the same trauma responses that you had as a child. This last one surprises most people because this is the one where no, you did not recreate an unhealthy relationship. Yes, you stayed away from the toxic environment that you lived in. Your life looks amazing. Everything went well for you. And suddenly you're crying over little things. You're triggered, you're snapping, or you feel frozen, disconnected, numb. And nothing bad is happening in the present. So why does that happen? Well, because your body, again, in its desperate desire to seek wholeness and healing, it notices you're safe now in the present. And it's almost like the trauma comes knocking at your door saying, now that you're safe, can you take care of what we were too small to feel and process when we were younger? I want to share with you a message I wish somebody had said to me when all of this was happening in my life. I want to let you know that the trauma is not coming back to punish you. It's coming back because your body knows and believes that you're strong enough to heal it now.